County School District number 2, BOCES. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, minutes of the last meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes from the last meeting, October 19th.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the October 19th meeting. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Treasurer's report.
Mr. Chairman, your fund balance at the end of November 2020 was $182,110.81. You can see on your October and November treasurer's report, your county treasurer receipts, that's your major source of income with a little bit of interest income. You see on number section 3, your investments in the checking account at Bank of the West and the money market at Star and the current rate. Do you have any questions regarding your
That we approve the following bills for BOCES in $178.94. December, $11,009.48.
second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. How was the October? Okay, we have October and November.
It is quite confusing. They're listed as Sally would probably explain it a little better. They're named as the file October, but it's actually those bills were paid in November, so on the bills approval list, it states November.
So your October total is on your November bill approval, and your November total is on your December bill approval. If you had had a meeting in November, you would have approved the October bills in November, but you didn't, so now you're approving October and November bills.
But they keep that October tab, say
Correct.
on that November tab. So I read the two.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second to approve the bills for October and November. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, Mrs. Moss, your report.
Hey guys, I hope you're well. We've been busy, but sort of under the radar busy, which is good, I guess. October was wonderful because we were having sausage classes and cooking classes and doing that kind of stuff. On the reports, you can see that I continue to try to get our Pro Start program acquisition for an MOU. That's not going quite as well as I had originally planned. We did kick off senior art classes for 55+ groups here in Sarasota. We had anywhere between 3 and 5 individuals, which was pretty fun. And from that, we are going to go ahead and actually, I've got local artist Rory Coster, who will do a 4-week landscape class in the evening all about oils. So that will start the second week in January. She's pretty excited, and I'm pretty excited for it too. She's also willing to travel to the north of the district after we can cross the first one down here that she's never taught a class before, and she's a little nervous about that, but sure she's gonna be just fine. We're working on science camp, and continuing to do that. I've got some stuff that I've been working on, and that'll be a Friday program for our kids. But I also got the 4-H educator at Carrie involved now, because she's been wanting to do some more stuff over here. And had a couple of long meetings concerning different things we can do with her, and she's working out about here on a Friday, which is science camp, we don't have to do. So that'll be kind of exciting. So working on movie night, in October, I had been contacted by some local businesses, and they were looking to see if we could do first aid and CPR. I reached out to our county nurse, or our school district nurse, and she's like, I'll look into it, I don't know if I can teach, and it kind of ended up going by the wayside. She's since, from November conversation, has told me that she would prefer not to do that right now, and I have contacted individuals at the Red Cross to see what we could put into for a class 4 in the future, or a class shortly anyways. Other than that, Joe, Elder, and I decided as a group in November that we are going to kind of cancel cooking classes, and we had them scheduled, and nobody was signing up. Come to find out, they were worried about the social distancing and cooking with a mask on. So we're not canceling them forever. We're just going to let it ride right now, and then we'll kick it off. Then, what else did we do? In November, specifically, we've been having discussions about some spring programming, mainly in Hannah, Edville, and Elkhorn. I've gotten bids at the rec district to go ahead and agree to getting me a room to do art camp up there. I will teach that on Friday for the kids. And then we will also, I contacted Rollins Swim Aquatic, and they are willing to come to the rec district and give swim lessons to our kids. Right now I'm trying to figure out if I can get bus transportation. On Friday we don't have school up there for a couple of hours, and working on the snafu with that right now. And the main snafu with that is the cost of cleaning the buses. And we'll just work on it as we go through this. Otherwise the parents will have to drive their children. But right now it's looking like it's going to be between $45 and $50 for an 8-week class for the kids to go up there. So I think that's pretty exciting for them. And we've also talked about potentially doing a parent and teen class for the little people up there, which will be kind of exciting for them. And we've got people already signed up for the art class, which is nice up there. And people are looking forward to it, and that should kick off in January as well. Let's see. The other thing, along with our issue with the first aid, I've also been approached about doing, if I can get parenting classes or Lamaze classes for the community. I looked into doing that, and it appears from previous files that we might have brought somebody in from behavioral home originally when BOCES started, like in 2012 or 2013, but it wasn't a continual thing. It was essentially a one-day class for 3 or 4 hours. And right now, any of you guys who had kids and looked into parenting classes or local Lamaze classes, they're pretty much non-existent. I took mine online. I hired a gal out of Lemon to do a lot of classes online because it was dead, and that was what we could do. And that was 4 years ago, and it still hasn't been much. I've contacted County Health, and they're strapped with other things right now, so that's not necessarily an option. That being said, I have also went ahead and looked into what it would take to train myself to do CPR classes and parenting classes, and I put a general breakdown in November's report about that, and that's something we don't have to necessarily decide on tonight, but I would like you guys to think about that and maybe think about that as a professional development option for BOCES directors to potentially be voted on in January, so that we can get the ball rolling. Most of these classes are fairly quick, and then that essentially would mean for CPR anyways, depending on how many people we got, 1 or 2 sessions would pay for my training and then the startup kit. And then with the parenting classes, essentially 1 class would make the tuition pay back and then probably some. So that's a potential future money maker for both things as well. And there's also on there, because we would be brokering swimming instructors from Rollins. I could potentially go to swimming instructor school, and then that means that the district has a swimming instructor. And so that also is a benefit, not only because that would be a moneymaker to a certain degree for BOCES, but that would also give our general area the ability to train our lifeguard staff properly, which is a big deal for building. So something to think about in the future. But yeah, that's it. We've just been busy. I've been working on doing some grants and doing some stuff like that. For December, my goals are essentially definitely getting these scheduled since it is time to be inside, but that's also going to be a potential factor with size and social distancing and things like that. But we will work it up. I would like to get some other winter activities started, whether that be ski groups that meet at one of the cross-country ski trails that Snow's doing, or being able to take the kids out for something like that on Friday activity when they're in school. That's something I'm looking into as well. I already mentioned the landscaping class that Lori Foster's going to put on, and hopefully, depending on what happens with the state health mandate on the 7th, Joe and I were talking about holding January 5th class, and we really like that, because people are struggling it a bit to a certain degree, but then they're like, no, when they see the spike in cases, they're like, no, we can't come, so we'll wait and see how that works out. I've got advertising in works for all out for the things that are initially starting up in January. Yeah,
One thing that's not in there, just a question, if there's any issues or things happening with any of the dual and concurrent enrollment classes other than pro-start.
no, everything else seems to be really good. One thing that we did go ahead and do this summer, that I think was briefly mentioned, Mr. Williams, we actually got him set up as a dual enrollment teacher instead of just a concurrent enrollment teacher. So they made us a specific, they named it Saratoga political science, but essentially everybody in the district can get that, and so they essentially have a local teacher, and that's a lot more beneficial than some of the other issues we've seen with Western Wyoming of people being in Tennessee and potentially being in Water while they're students. So we've gotten around that. But everything else seems to be going a lot. I'll just fine.
Okay, I know it's programming and training, just writing program?
No, that's like the program training for like the first aid and like that kind of programming.
That's for yourself to be
Yeah.
trained as a trainer.
Yes.
Okay. That, okay, let's just see that under 8A.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Any other questions about that? Thank you. I mean, this is really throwing, the whole pandemic is throwing everything out of kilter. But you're doing it.
We're working through it.
Yep. Okay. Next up was the approve the final draft of the BOCES handbook.
Did you guys have any comments on the paper copies I gave you or the PDF copies you sent you, or do you want more time with it?
I feel like I went through it pretty thoroughly before the last meeting. Do you feel like there's any substantial changes? Because I haven't looked through this like again in a lot of detail. So it really nothing substantial has
No.
changed.
The one thing that I've noticed since I sent it out to you guys in November, there were a couple of my.
So I
I move that we approve this final draft.
second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the final draft of the BOCES handbook. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. next up is the approval of the 2021 meeting schedule.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the 2021 meeting schedule.
Second that. For the note on there was that the time would be 1 hour, 15 minutes prior to whatever the school board.
Whatever you
sets
guys approve later.
their meeting, right?
So we can try and make the motion mostly, which you guys did, to say that it would be that hour and 15 minutes. Before the
So what we have is okay.
Perfect, sorry.
Okay, yeah, that way we don't have to have another meeting or vote to change it. The regular board meeting is different. Okay.
That was Dana, that was not, me. He caught that, like, that's what I said, so that's kudos to her.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the 2021 meeting schedule. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Right.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next up, professional development fund use.
And we can pass on that for now, because that's concerning, but first aid and swimming, we can guarantee on that.
Yeah, the only one question I have about those is, if you were, trained to teach all three of those, do you have time in which to teach courses in all three of those?
Well, I think I do have time currently to do that, yes. And most of them would be on Saturdays, probably, or Fridays for, swim lessons, obviously. First aid wouldn't be all the time, but it would be, ideally, how I see it, kicking off in my head, so then we can be it once a month, or every other month, or potentially quarterly, and doing a large class, which would be beneficial, because there's quite a few people that require CPR here in the valley, and they travel to Rollins or something to get it, or their company brings somebody in, but if you can do it as a group or one community building, and we're doing some stuff like that, which would be really great. So that wouldn't necessarily be all the time, but when it did happen, it would be between essentially a 4-hour and 8-hour class, depending on if it was a refresher or first time training. As far as the instruction goes, it would be 1 to 2 hours on that Friday for how many other sessions we have, depending on how we get sessions up. So yes, I do feel like we would have time for that. The parenting classes too wouldn't be all the time, because that's there's generally a lot of people who might be pregnant, but then there's just times nobody's pregnant. So I mean, that's a thing. And if you end up like it was specifically parenting opposed to a mom, I'm of the firm belief anybody who has a kid can go to a parenting class. So there's always something to learn, particularly if they're young. But I don't know. I think I would have time, absolutely.
Is there a lot of interest in parenting classes?
I've had, right now, there's a wait, well, people who have called me, I've had between 25 and 30 phone calls. Yeah, and I feel like that's a serious issue. It's not like I.
Well, interesting. I would be curious to know what the cost would be to get into. So if we did bring someone in to do CPR, like what that would cost us, so we can kind of make a comparison like long term. Like, it's gonna be $150 if we bring someone in, but we can see them. So we can kind of see, like, that's gonna pay for, it's all just in training in 3 years.
Right, so essentially, if they go to Rollins right now and do a CPR class, it's between $45 and $50, and you take an 8-hour one, it's generally around $60 as a student pay. If I broker somebody from the Red Cross to come here, it needs, depending on the size of the class, it starts at $1. For it fits for me. And granted, they come with the supplies and fix everything, which is beneficial, but essentially, we would have to jack up the cost of the price in order to make that money to pay for the instructor. And so when you're looking at that, if you have a class of 10 people, that's an extra $50 on top of the normal class price.
It does, it's surprising to me that you're kind of saying it's going to be less expensive if you were to do it, even with that higher upfront cost. Okay.
Have you looked into what you're training?
Yes, and so essentially it's broken down in November's situation, and there is, because of COVID right now, a large portion of it is online, and then I would have to go to Cheyenne for Saturday and finish. Yes. And then they've got a Red Cross right now, who I think in the January does have a deal for the starter kit, which includes pediatric infants. And so we can also do the pediatric side of CPR and first aid, and then there's also the AED.
Don't we have somebody who, the teachers don't have to do that yard and stuff too?
But that's why I had contacted me before, and there's a giddy up because she can't somehow teach people who are not associated with school.
But she does do it for, that's who does it for us, okay. Thank you.
So do we need to table this till next month?
That'd be fun for me. It may be good, I think, like, that have a kind of a one sheet of what those would be, right? And then, so the cost of the training and then the cost if we did something else, like on the CPR or something else. And on the training, I would include like your time to travel, because we're paying for that too. So like how much of your time are we paying to get you trained in addition to the class? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So include your salary as part of the training cost, to be fair.
Great,
Yeah. So this is what I want.
Okay, so professional development will be tabled till January. Audience. Anybody have anything to say? No? Okay, then we need to go into executive session. Discuss personnel issues, consider confidential by law, which is basically to conduct the BOCES director's evaluation.
Joe, I should have told you ahead of time. If you feel more comfortable, you can do executive session here and we can close the doors and turn off the camera. Or if you feel comfortable, they have the boardroom open. It's a little closer space in the boardroom.
Anybody have any preference? Well, so that everybody else doesn't have to go sit in the lobby, we can go to the boardroom. Do we have a motion and a second?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Okay, sorry. I move that we enter into executive session to discuss personnel.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Right. We have a motion and a second. Okay, we have a motion and a second to come out of the executive session and to approve the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. My computer was asleep.
Next meeting date.
The next meeting date is January 18th. Here at the community center. All right, thank you. adjourned.